All right, folks, our retro summer is coming to a close.
No.
So put away the Super Soaker, take off those rollerblades. It's time to lace up those fresh new school shoes. So grab your Ninja Turtle Trapper Keeper and load up your JanSport backpack for the Bygone Geek Back to School special.
Oh, back to school, to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
Back to school. That's right, my man. That was awesome. As anyone who's watched the YouTube can tell, I have a face, and this was all part of it. As people know, I work in education, and it was time to take off that Velcro gnarly beard that I was wearing and get a haircut. And I was like, what better way for me to do that and to start work? And Eric and I do a back to school nostalgic memories episode, and we were talking about this, Eric and I, and it just like the memories just started flooding back. We'll probably be talking about elementary school memories, some middle school memories, and it's crazy how we talk about these things, how we say, well, I don't even remember what I had for dinner yesterday.
Yeah.
And then we talk about memories from the 5th grade, which, do you want to say how long ago that was for you?
The funny thing is I'm so used to the insults that when you said back in the I thought you were going to say the 50s. I really thought you were going to go there.
I think the kids are really, for the kids that listen to this podcast, they're going to have a really hard time relating to you today, because they are going to be like, oh, he used a tablet just like me. And I will say, yes, he did, but it was a stone tablet. And he still probably has his. He didn't have to ever charge his, though, right? The battery on the stone tablet.
I was an expert at etching into that stone. I really was. Best in class.
Don't make me have to separate you two again.
I really had to barter and wheel and deal with my mom of, please give me the main brand. Don't give me the knockoff brand. Because it's just I will be relentlessly poked fun at by his school, classmates all year long if you get me Skechers as opposed to Airwalk shoes. I need the Airwalk shoes.
Airwalks,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elementary school, my mom was able to get me Shaq shoes.
Nice.
And they were at Walmart, they were at JCPenney, and it had him hanging off the rim. I never felt like I was going to get bullied though wearing Shaq's shoes. It was Shaquille O'Neal. He was huge. I mean, in every way possible. You know what I mean?
That confidence of walking into your school, busting open the doors, having a little pep in your step. It's just that you're just look at me, I'm super cool. Everything smells crisp. Everything smells new. And then that first person comes up and criticizes something that you're wearing, and all the confidence just gets sucked right out of you.
That's him. Okay, you guys. Ha 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 ha. Very funny.
Especially when it's your mom. Mom, God.
You're going to pick that, honey? Are you sure? Mom was the first line of filtering to be like, you might, somebody might pick on you for this, so maybe I should pick on you for it.
That good old classic, you're wearing that? Not anymore.
Clint Eastwood never wore anything like this.
And our clothes, we kind of had we grew up in that era of the swishy gear. Yeah. And remember all the buttons on pants?
Yeah,
and
you couldn't sneak up. You couldn't sneak up on anybody.
No. No.
Everybody, you were like RoboCop. Everybody heard you coming.
That was the image I always wanted to have and never did. But this kind of longer-haired kid, maybe a Jonathan Taylor Thomas, a JTT, or a Devin Soya, just a good-looking kind of hair part down the middle, locks of hair, and a baggier shirt.
Yeah.
Jnco Jeans and Airwalks, or those Soaps shoes. But they looked baggy, but in my head, it looked like it all flowed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To my mother, it looked like the worst thing ever. So I never had any of that stuff.
Go. I'm telling you before I take it all back, all right? Just go. Go.
I never grew my hair out, but I did the perfectly seamless reflected part that was just like you could put a mirror between it and it was like it was identical. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. And they were perfectly like the McDonald's golden arches with LA Looks hair gel locked in it for the full school day. Like,
I was just
crazy.
about to ask if you used LA Looks.
Yeah, I
and,
can still smell it. I think
yes.
all the carcinogens are still in my nose. I can just smell it.
That like you don't even need coffee. Just wake up, pop that bottle, and smell that. You'd be like, yeah.
Gel, hairspray, and mousse. It takes strength to look this good.
When I smell a fresh breakfast in the morning, when I smell bacon, when I smell pancakes, when I think that calls back to the era of the 90s of elementary school, of getting ready for school, and that grandma was making the bacon and eggs, or my mom was making the bacon and eggs. So maybe I should reinstitute firing up some Saved by the Bell, and a bowl full of corn pops. Gotta have the pops.
Gotta have the pops. Just put that music on. Wake up and I think that's another thing. A whiff of LA hair gel and that Saved by the Bell song in the background. Dude, you probably run a marathon after that.
True.
Just ready to go.
So were you more of a toaster strudel family than like a Pop-Tart family?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
That's a good question. I do remember a big shift. Like we were Pop-Tarts for sure. My mom would do like a strawberry that was the white frost. Maybe that was cherry. Cherry had the white frosting with the rainbow type little speckles.
Yeah.
And she'd throw a little butter on there.
Oh, butter.
You can't handle the truth.
Man, I knew I loved your mom.
Yeah. And as I'm hearing this, like, I don't know if it was excitement, if it was like, oh, butter, like I was just like, my face went like, yeah, I like want one right now.
It's those self-realizations. You're like, oh, that's why I have a little bit of a weight problem. It's the butter on those cherry Pop-Tarts.
Thanks a lot, Mom. And my mom's going to be like, you put the butter on yourself. I'm like, yeah.
You have done that yourself.